When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UCLA's offense will be first on the attack. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up 4th down. Hunt is on its way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So Indiana's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got...
Oh, he's got some space! This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Right on the money. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Catch in the middle, it's Dalton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Hoosiers are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Pitts. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards. And the Bruins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by 7 over NC State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And to get rid of it quickly. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He spins that thing down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Complete to start this drive. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Back to pass on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Across the 45. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The give to the back. Slithers into space. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working that left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pitts. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right here.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Right on the money. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They think there's room to run to the right here. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Give to the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Finds the tight end. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. To the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Pucks it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, down a throw. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. This guy can throw it. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush.
Offense facing 4th down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins!
UCLA.
Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long. It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
34, Indiana 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Finds a man on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The give on the counter. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. Wide open space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, there are times a quarterback and a receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Rutgers is just getting blown off the field right now there in Jersey. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 27 to Oregon.
He'll do it himself. There he goes.
It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The RPO fire complete to the left. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
3rd down coming up.
Wants to throw again. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, they'll just find a way to protect their guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
On your feet, Hoosier fans, it's 3rd down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
At the 25-yard line. Good enough for a 1st.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Looking to throw on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the tailback. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
First down. for the offense.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He slings it deep to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll park it at the 39. Power football with the run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On his feet at the 40. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Hard running there. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Bruins are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The quick out. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
1st and goal, UCLA.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
First down for the offense.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.